All right, good morning, boys. What is up? It's your boy Juan back with another trade recap. Here's how I made $3,201 trading the Nasdaq this morning. Close to that, about 3.2K on the day on these evals. As you guys can see here, funded not all four, but I funded this one and this one. Okay, I funded the first two because not all balances are synced. These two are still missing. These two are funded. Okay, so I am 100,000 funded on top of it. Okay, fellas, two XFAs. 781 across all of them, 3.2K on the day. Okay, caught only one trade, this short position right here. Again, boys, following my continuation model. Without further ado, let's give you guys a trade breakdown. All right, boys. Coming into market open, guys, I didn't have a bias. All right, I clearly didn't have a bias. Why? Here, if we go on the replay, literally here when market open, right before market open, price was trading in this range. Okay, what draws on liquidity do we have? When we look at our draws on liquidity, previous sessions and all that good stuff, we had London highs right here, right? These were my draws. I mean, price is pretty bullish, pretty overextended on the higher time frames, right? But I mean, this is what ended up happening after, right? Because we were very, very extended. Sure, I am bullish on price, but I knew today was going to be one of those days that I have to react and see if price is going to indeed continue, going further up, right? Continue sweeping all these buy side, taking out all these liquidity, or rebalance maybe back down into some sell side and sweep some of these, all these low resistance liquidity, right? Ended up being the second scenario. All right, boys. So if we go back into the 5 and the 1 minute time frame, my draws on liquidity, we had London highs right here. Okay, we had Asia lows right here, and we have New European lows right here. Okay, the minute I, come right as soon as market opens, because I don't really like to have a bias, I say, okay, we are inside this range. Let me see if there is any 5 minute bullish gap. Didn't really see any 5 minute bullish gap. All I pretty much did today was let me wait for market to open and see, react to price, see what price wants to take out. Okay, as soon as market open here on 9:30, we quickly displayed to the downside and swept the first draws on liquidity, being Asia lows. Okay, this would have been a good trade again because I didn't know where price was going. I avoided entering prematurely at 9:30, guessing if it's gonna, if we're gonna sweep Asia or if we're gonna fucking sweep London. All right, I simply waited for this sweep. As soon as we got the first sweep, I said, okay, we are displacing to the downside. We're bearish so far, and this is when my next trade and only trade actually came into play. Right, as soon as we swept Asia right here, as you guys previously saw, we still had these New York PM lows right here. Right, I said, okay, cool. We swept Asia. Let's see if we get a reversal from this point of price, right? If we invert this 1 minute imbalance and if price will indeed be bullish, maybe we get displacement to the upside, sweeping London highs. What did price do? Complete opposite, okay? Price tried to trade into the downside. Sellers are obviously more dominant in today's markets, okay? For the day, created a 1 minute bearish imbalance right here. I said, okay, cool. Waited for a retrace back into this 1 minute gap. I got the retrace at this candle right here. And then at the third candle, when I noticed displacement to the downside, I entered right at this breakdown and I caught 28 points, targeting essentially these New York PM lows from here, right? This was initially my target, these New York PM lows right here. Asia lows, what could have been ideally my first target, again got swept without me. So this was my bias, my draw on liquidity. That obviously does not mean that's where my take profit is going to go. Okay, fellas, that's not where my take profit is going to go. My take profit was honestly at 28 points because that's how much I needed to get funded. Okay, I'm not on a funded, I'm on eval, so I'm gonna exactly take what I need. All right, these great PA, these good setups, I probably would have held all of this until these New European lows, until the next true draw, right, on the XFAs, but on evals, right, because I'm on evals, so I'm not trying to really play hero and make the most money, right, because it's simulated money. I'm trying to get funded so that I can really make the real money, like I always say on my videos. 1 minute imbalance. This 1 minute imbalance is what set my continuation trade. The minute we didn't get any inversion with this, and we in fact respected this imbalance, I went in short after a retracement, caught 28 points. This being my next draw on liquidity. This New York PM lows from here. Okay, fellas. Easy day. You have to paint out the chart. You have to mark all your draws on liquidity, and then simply react to price. Simply react to price. Okay, these were my draws. These were my draws. London highs were my draws, and these were my draws as well. Okay, all my liquidity is marked up. My only job is to see what price respects and what price doesn't respect. A tiny, tiny confluence here pre-market price did create a 5 minute bearish gap. So I guess that is a new bearish PD array for the morning, confluence into the trade. What really set the trade for me was the first Asia sweep, this 1 minute imbalance, price coming back into this PD array, rejecting it, short there for a continuation towards the next round of liquidity. Okay, very simple continuation model trade. Okay, I don't catch reversals, I don't top tick, I don't bottom tick. I simply do this for a one-on-one, 1 or 2 risk to reward, keep a high win rate and keep a low risk to reward. That's how I be stay and that's how I stay profitable in this game, fellas. Very easy, very quick a day. All right. This trade honestly did not last long. Okay. Didn't really last long at all, honestly. It literally lasted like nothing. Hmm. Here, I'll show you guys. Literally 2 minutes. In literally 2 minutes. That's funny. And yeah, boys, 3,000 on the day. Definitely not mad at that. I'll take that any day of the week. Hopefully, we can get all of these accounts funded now for next week. And you have the fucking greatest month ever. All right, have the greatest month ever. I really have a good feeling for February. It's been great so far. I'm just gonna continue following my model, continue doing what I do, and keeping you guys updated. Okay, together we'll grow, keep each other accountable, transparency, and all that good stuff. All right, fellas. Great, great, great day. That's my favorite word saying here, fellas, fellas, guys, 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 fellas. All right, but yeah, good day. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.